Hello guys and welcome to Zim Trends Daily. So Nelson Chamisa have given a press statement about the resolution March 2023 general election. So as we all know, the Chamisa for the past months, she post some affairs and all those kind of stuff. But Arguti no, they say in all those almost 7 to 8 months, dance now ngogara, that single ngogara, pane zvangati shita, and we are going to kukuudza zvese zvangatichironga and how we are planning kuti tisolve case yema-election a2023. So we are going to watch this press release tichinzwa kuti mukomana anga achiti chii. So let's watch the video.
A very disputed and contested election, and that mandate cannot be repudiated, abdicated, abandoned, or squandered. I'm clear that upon this mandate, and with your mandate, on the 26th of September 2023, we wrote to our regional board, SADC, the guarantor of the values and principles and aspirations of the common agenda and common will of the people of Southern Africa. On the 23rd of October 2023, SADC responded to our request and advised that they will give the matter due consideration through the relevant organs. Meanwhile, we noted that various meetings have since been conducted by the leadership of SADC at various levels, in particular the latest extraordinary summit in the organ Troika on the 23rd of March 2024 in Lusaka, Zambia. It is because of this that we have been waiting advisedly, patiently on our request. On the 29th of April this year, 2024, because considerable time had elapsed, I wrote again to SADC on this matter, delivered a follow-up letter to SADC. We await that response to determine a clear path forward to resolve the governance crisis and the leadership dispute that is in the country. What is clear is that the request to SADC is not a measure in desperation, but is and remains very simple. That as a regional body, which Zimbabwe signed up to in terms of membership and some vested authority as a supranational organization, we require their facilitation to resolve the issues around irregular and disputed elections. The problem of manipulated elections have produced far many problems, particularly a government that is without a mandate and a government that has since culminated into high levels of intolerance, violations, repression, illegal recalls of citizen representatives, even representatives in a disputed election. In itself, an unprecedented move and an encyclopedic infraction of democratic tenets. You have seen unlawful arrests, persecution of citizens upon all kinds of archaic, intimidatory, and suppressive manifestation, in themselves a clear indication of the lack of mandate.
So guys, in general, I would know we have actually sent to the SADC at different times in February and in October last year. So we are waiting. Panonguwa dzinomerwa kuti ngoti tinongoti gaga zvinhu zvotopera. So pane a considerable time yavanomira kuti vakasenda zvinhu zvavo, vakasenda mamessage ma-letters avo ekudisputa zvinenge zvaitika ma-election, then iyo SADC inotora nguva yayo kuzogarawo ma-meetings, kudaidzawo ma-leaders and all those stuff. So he is actually saying kuti tatinogara pesapo, we are actually taking necessary steps, and anotora time mbijana we can panokwanisa kusendwa a letter, then in SADC yozonogara meeting maybe after 1 month or 2 months. So that is basically what he is saying from this first statement. So we are going to continue.
It is. As you are aware, millions of you agree with this approach. Zimbabwe is too beautiful and precious to be destroyed by flames of political disputes under our watch. We don't want to be the authors of the demise of this great nation. Peace is fragile. Peace is sacrosanct. And as you know, there's no peace in our homes. There's no peace in our communities. And there's no peace in our nation. This is why you have over 3 million Zimbabweans who have already flocked out of the country on account of the absence of this peace. But whatever is remaining of that peace needs to be protected. And that breakdown of peace, which is the ultimate result of the recklessness of those in leadership, knows no winner. The opposite of peace leaves all of us losers. Our beautiful country cannot and can never progress on the back of disunity, division, and successive disputed national processes, including contested elections. We are acutely aware of the agents of this matter, and more importantly, that there can never be a talk of 2028 or a viable or stable future for this country without resolving the August 2023, the broken past, and this era and spate of disputed politics. A lot of you have asked, are we going to wait for 2028? No. 2028 is not a date in mind because 2023 has not been resolved. And what we must fix is to fix 2023 and not to wait for 2028.
Okay, so in general, Chamisa kuti no, hatisiri kutozotanga tafunga zva2028 tisati tapedza zva2023. So in what he's saying in this statement, he is saying violence is not an option kuti titange hondo kana kutozobatana matemo because we want to maintain peace. Hatisi kuda kuzonzi ndisi takakonzeresa nyonga. So we are going to talk about 2028 firstly, tapedza zva2023 my-election vari kudisputa kuti no vakuti vakabererwa. So we are going to hear some of the measures avaisa in place kuti dispute this in a nice way, vachitaurirana zvinonzwika and vachinzwisana kuti poitwa transition yakaita sei. So we are going to listen to some of the measures avakatora or avari kutora.
Measures have been put in place and are being put in place to make sure that we secure the victory that the people would want to see and a credible government that people want to see. On my part, I'm doing everything necessary to the extent of God's will to seek a lasting solution to the perennial challenges affecting our beloved country. Locally and internationally, I've engaged all the stakeholders, including our traditional leadership, business community, civil society at large, political parties, other political parties, and members of the diplomatic corps. In particular, I've also sought the mediatory role of the church. I've tried to engage the church leadership in their various representative organizations to try and help us resolve disputed elections and contested national processes, albeit with handicapped progress. I've even numerously efforted to engage with other parties, in particular with the presidential contender, the leader of ZANU-PF. He's aware of our point of dispute. I've raised this with him. I've even gone further to give a proposed way forward to resolve the issues that are affecting our country. I can tell you that our point of dispute is clear. It is a disputed election, and that is the center and the basis, the foundation of all our problems. And we've proposed a clear way forward. And we have also developed and shared that roadmap with all other key stakeholders, which paper we are ready to share and make public in due course.
Okay, so in general, Chamisa ari kuti akataura nema-leaders ekuma-church, akataura nema-leaders emamwe-maparty, including the president himself, and vari kuti vakavapa a clear procedure yezvinhu zvavada kuti zviitwe kuti nyaya iyi irizorwe. And senge zvabva kutaura vari kuti he actually gave the president himself a proposal, hatisi kuziva kuti proposal yei, kuti vaiongorore kuvaona kuti can they agree, can they come to an agreement with Chamisa panyaya power. I don't know kuti proposal yachinenge yakamira sei, but they are saying he is saying kuti akatopa proposal kune mukuru wenyika and akaengage nema leaders emachechi akawanda kuti vanamatire nekubatsira mukunamata nemamwe information like kuma-advice kuma-church. Then he also engaged nemamwe political parties anga nema-president aikombita mu 2023 election. So it's a big process. We are going to watch again.
It's a very clear and practical way of resolving our challenges. Because what this nation needs is leadership. And what this nation has had are party leaders and not national leaders. We need national leaders. And that's why my focus has not been parties, but the nation. I'm available as a national leader, but I'm not available for partisan politics. We have engaged different stakeholders within SADC as a region, particularly the trade unions within SADC, the civil society, but more importantly, at heads of state level, I've engaged leaders, various heads of state, through delegations I've dispatched into the various capitals of our region and the continent to brief the esteemed excellencies about the dispute in the country, election dispute, the political stalemate, and our proposed way forward. And I must reiterate that the point I made to them is that we acknowledge that there is a de facto government, but the de facto government is not a legitimate government. It is a caretaker government. There is a de facto parliament, and the de facto parliament is not the de jure parliament, but a caretaker parliament. So is the local authorities. So whatever we have are placeholders, but we need a proper mandate from the citizens of Zimbabwe to have a proper government, a position that they've understood and appreciated. I therefore urge you, fellow citizens, having said what I've said, as a brief and update, to take an active role in the peaceful determination of the destiny of our country. I exhort you and encourage you, fellow citizens, the intercessors who have been praying for this great nation, the church, to continue to pray for that smooth and peaceful transition in the country. And it is inevitable. It is nigh. Stay course, stay the course, hold the fort, hold fast. Stand involved and stand ready. Change is upon us. God bless you, Zimbabwe. God bless you, fellow.
Okay, so this is the press conference Advocate Nelson Chamisa. So in general, he's actually saying that Panama procedures are kuita and which are in place, and they are saying Bashar release that to the public, whatever they are planning. And no, this is no itika, and it's very possible. It's a possible way kuti abantu kwanisa resolve their dispute panyama election at 2023. And he is actually saying no, these leaders are it's just like my placeholders. A government each has and it's in a short time. So I don't know, he's actually giving his followers some hope, maybe. So tell us what you think, guys, in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. We give you the latest updates as you trend us. So